It's been said the recipe has been originated 50 years ago in a Kundapur district of Mangalore in a Shetty's lunch home. I'm sure most of you have guessed by now. Yes, it's a ghee roast chicken. So it has got ghee, it has got roast and chicken. But it's not the traditional way of roasting the chicken that we see in northern part of India, but it's a very classical coastal style of roasting the spices in the pan along with some herbs, vegetables and the meat. My name is Amrish, you are watching Gourmet at Home. So let's start making the recipe of ghee roast chicken. So in the first part of the recipe of ghee roast chicken, we will first marinate the chicken with some curd, ginger garlic paste, coriander powder, some curry leaves and chili powder. Second part of the recipe, we will roast the spices in a pan. It will be a very gentle, very slow roasting of spices along with some garlic, curry leaves. I've got some coriander seed, fennel, cumin and some fenugreek seeds. After roasting the spices, I will blend them to a fine paste. So when my spice paste is ready, my chicken is marinated, we will cook them together on a slow flame along with some onion and some ghee and chili paste, and there the real magic will happen. And it's a very classical, very traditional way of roasting the spices in the coastal part of India. We will see the similar style of cooking in Kerala also. So for my ghee roast chicken, I have taken half a chicken with bone. You can do this preparation with boneless chicken also, preferably with the thigh piece or the leg piece, but I love to cook my chicken with the bones. So let's start marinating the chicken. We'll start with some salt, turmeric powder, red chili powder, coriander powder, and then we'll put lemon, some curry leaves, ginger garlic paste and some curd. Now you have to mix all the ingredients along with the chicken so that the marination, the spices, the yogurt will coat the chicken nicely. And in Mangalore they prefer to use the Bedigi chilies. They are the local chilies which adds a very unique taste to the ghee roast chicken. Now the chicken is marinated, so we'll start roasting the spices. So we'll start first with some crushed garlic, followed by some ginger, peppercorns, cinnamon, coriander seeds. So among all the spices, the quantity of coriander seeds will be on the higher side. Some dry red chilies. So here I am using Kashmiri dry red chilies, but as I have mentioned before, in Mangalore they prefer to use the Bedigi chilies. Curry leaves, fennel, cumin, methi seeds and the cloves. Now we have to roast the spices gently. So I have used like 8 to 10 different spices and I will be grinding them to a fine paste. Now you must be thinking this might be a lot of work to do at home, but you can make the paste and you can store it in a refrigerator and you can use the same paste to add flavor to your curries. You can use that paste to give a marination for your grills. Now at this stage I can feel the nice flavor of spices is coming. This is the time we'll transfer this in a blender and we'll blend it to a fine paste. And while blending this to a fine paste, we can add some water to it. So most of the time we see dry roast the spices and we grind them to a fine powder and then we use them whenever we need them. But in this method, once we will add water to the spice blend, it will hold on to all the flavors which are present in the spices. But in the dry roasting and grinding the spices in a powder form, what happens? The powder will hold the fresh flavors for a certain period of time. After that, you will feel the intensity of the flavor is going down. So I feel this is the best way of grinding the spices and using them for your curries or for your marinades. Or else, instead of water, you can use a neutral vegetable oil while you are blending your spices, because oil will also absorb the spices and you can keep that for a longer time because oil will be acting as a preservative. So you can keep your spices maybe for 1 month. So nothing will happen to the flavor, nothing will happen to the color. Whenever you're adding a spoonful of that spice paste to your curry, it will give a different flavor. It will take your curry to a different level altogether. Now we will blend our spices in the jar, but if you get a chance to travel southern part of India, you will see those classical heavy stone blenders, and that will give you a tremendous result when you are grinding your spices. My spice blend is ready. We can start cooking the chicken along with some onions and chilies. So my oil is ready. So I'll first start with adding a spoon of onion paste. So I have used raw onion paste for this. Normally we see either we use sliced onions or chopped onions in the oil, but in this recipe I prefer to use onion paste because it helps me to give that smooth and velvety masala in my ghee roast chicken. Now once the onions are sauteed, at this stage we will add the marinated chicken. I will saute the marinated chicken with my onions for 5 to 10 minutes. Once my chicken is sauteed, I will add the red chili paste. So it will give a nice flavor and color to my ghee roast chicken. After adding the red chili paste, I will add the spice blend that we have prepared from the roasted spices. I have used 2 tablespoons of spice paste for my ghee roast chicken. When we are roasting the chicken on bone with the spice blend, we need to be very careful. Otherwise, your meat will leave the bones and you will not enjoy your ghee roast chicken. We'll add curry leaves. After the curry leaves, I will add ghee. We haven't used the ghee in the beginning because we want the flavor of the ghee and the spices coming together towards the end of the preparation. And now we will roast the chicken with our ghee and the spices. At this stage, I will add some tamarind and some jaggery. You can replace the jaggery with either with brown sugar or you can replace it with the regular sugar, white sugar. Now the jaggery that we have added in the masala will helps us to balance the acidity from tamarind, and also it will give a very balanced caramel flavor of the jaggery in it. Continue cooking the chicken on the slow flame, and let's add some pepper powder. Gradually the masala will become more thick and it will coat the chicken. Now we can see the oil is coming on the side. The chicken is almost cooked. At this stage we can add a green chili, and if you want to add some coriander, fresh coriander leaves, you can add some fresh coriander leaves. If you want to add some more curry leaves, you can add some more curry leaves. Now the ghee roast chicken is almost ready. Let's try the seasoning for the ghee roast chicken. I can feel the freshness of curry leaves. I can see peppercorn in this. Let's try. Trust me, the spices are well balanced and the tamarind and jaggery is perfectly complementing the flavors of the spices. This is the ultimate recipe of ghee roast chicken. Let's plate the ghee roast chicken, and that will be my lunch for today. I have here a piece of black stone on which I will be presenting my ghee roast chicken. Normally we use the curry balls or we use a plate to present the food, but we can be a bit more experimental, we can be a bit more creative to do the presentation of the food that we have prepared in our kitchen to create a gourmet experience. So let's start. So here I have got my curry leaves which I am placing on the base, and then I will place my ghee roast chicken, and then we'll add some masala on the top. Here I have got some chilies, then I have got some pickled vegetables which I have prepared from carrot, turnip and radish, maybe some more curry leaves on top, and then I have got some seasonal green herbs. I got some crispy banana chips. Hope you enjoyed watching this classical recipe of ghee roast chicken. This is what we want to share with you, how we can connect with the dish that we have prepared and how we can serve it to create a gourmet experience. If you have any of your interesting recipe that you want to do in a gourmet style, please leave your comments below. We will be happy to assist you. Looking forward to see you again with another interesting recipe.